So this demo is going to cover how to insert a shape in Google Slides and change the color inside the shape and a couple other tricks. So you create your new Google slide by going to your tic-tac-toe board, aka the waffle, and click Slides. Slides is kind of a yellow-orange icon. Click blank or the plus sign blank. And it comes with this kind of default template. So I like to go to layout and then change it to blank. We're going to insert a shape. So I go to the insert menu up top, and then I go down to shape, and then over to the right, shapes. Let's do a rectangle. So now I've got this little crosshairs. I simply click and drag. It doesn't really matter where, because I can always move it after. I can even go beyond the white canvas of my slide into the gray area, and that's fine. It just won't show up when you present or print. It allows you don't have to be as precise. So I'm going to click off my object by clicking on my canvas, and then I'm going to click back on. You can see when I click on my object, it's outlined in blue, and it has the square handles, 4, and then in the corners, 4 more. And then up here at the top, the little round handle that allows me, if I grab it, to rotate it. The other handles allow you to resize it. If I want to move it, I simply grab somewhere in the middle, and then I can click and drag and move it. But I want to focus on changing the color here. So again, I deselect it, select it, make sure it's outlined in blue. You cannot mess with it. You can't do anything with it until it's outlined in blue and selected. So I'm going to go to the paint bucket here, and here are kind of the default fill colors. You can choose one of those, or you can click down to custom and kind of play around by dragging these bars and finding your own colors. There may be a reason to do that. Don't get too lost in color selection. It could be a rabbit hole, but I'll just click OK. So I've got a nice color there. And what I always want to do too, you might barely notice here. You click the magnifying glass, and I can kind of zoom in, and then you can see that my border is black. So I do not want that. I'm going to click off the magnifying glass by clicking the select tool, the arrow here. Then I'm going to select my object, and I'm going to go to the border color, which is right here next to the paint bucket, and I'm going to choose transparent. And that means invisible. You just won't see it. You could also choose for it to be a different color or to match the color of your fill color. But in this case, transparent works as well. I want to zoom back out, so I can click this little drop down arrow next to my magnifying glass and just select fit, and I'll be back to that original view. But the magnifying glass is handy for zooming in and looking closely at what you've created.